Hello guys, let's take a look at the RPG Night Vision that was just delivered. It's 1PN93-2 RPG. So this is dedicated night vision for RPG 7. So let's do the unboxing. We can see the knockoff Peli case, the name, the number of the unit. Here we can see the nomenclature of the manufacturer, NPZ. Okay, opening the case, and we can see that this unit is in amazing, pretty much brand new condition, okay? So, we have the manual, basically how to use this stuff. Then we have a little tabloid, just what should be in the package. Okay, then we have the acceptance paper. Then we have like checks and what changes are happening with the complete set, like all these Soviet holdovers. Now to the unit itself, wrapped in such packaging. Opening the box, and here we go. We can still see the hammer and sickle. Russians don't try to hide anything, don't try to hide the legacy. It works on 1 AA battery. Here you turn it on, and then if you keep turning it, the reticle inside the optic will become more and more visible, okay? This is a little bit different because the versions for AK-74 for SVD, if you turn them on like this, there is no reticle. But because of the RPG reticle being so complicated, so many lines, it also have the reticle in the optics itself. It's not just light, so even when I just turn it on, I can already see the black grid. If I put more and more power, the grid will become red, okay? So it's a little bit worse for observation. Now, the body is always the same in this series. The differences are, for example, we talk about how the propellant becoming less potent with temperature. So here, we can compensate for it, okay? Without changing the zero on the fundamental level. Here I have it just in minus. If I zero it on the minus and all of a sudden it will be plus 20 degrees Celsius, I would just turn it like this onto the plus, and I will compensate for the drop that the more and less power of the propellant depending on the temperature causes, okay? We can also use this in day. It have the protective caps. It let a little bit of the light in during the day, so we can use the reticle, we can use the entire system during the day as well. So here we have focus, and that's about it. This system have always dismount with the 4 screws. Here we can see it's offsetted to the left to be accommodated on the RPG 7. Of course the mounts differs, right? But it's always the same screws. This joint, entire joint, it's always the same. What Russians often do is remove these 2 screws. Sometimes they use it just as handheld, sometimes on weapons, so like the change is quicker, which is very dumb, eh? So they keep only 2 screws, but here we have full set because it's brand new. Further in the package we have key for zeroing, which is very useful because you don't tend to destroy any of the screws when you have properly fitting screwdriver, okay? So this is very useful. Then we have the comical bag. That is with every single Russian optic. Useless bag to carry it. Nobody ever used those. This is interesting, okay? This eyepiece differs from the one being used here, okay? And this is something that is Russian cat eye that is called in Russian cat eye. And if you press your face against it, you can see the iris closed. When you press your head against it, it opens, okay? This is good because the thermal visions, night visions, they tend to shine out. So you observe, press your head against it, Then put the rifle down, and instead of it shining in your face and giving away your position, this iris closes. So this is like cool feature, and you can interchange those on the unit itself. Then we have 3 rechargeable factory accumulators and 1 battery. What else we have? We have a spare rubber to secure the eyepiece. Then we have this little rubber piece, a spare one for the battery compartment. We have this small unit. If you use the accumulators, you can see the level, how much are they charged. Okay, so you stick the battery in. Here are diodes, and you can tell. And then we have like separated 3 cloths to wiping off the optic to don't scratch the lens itself. So one might wonder how much did this entire set cost, and the answer is 40,000 hryvnia, which is equivalent of $1,000. So this was basically a steal, like one of the most amazing deals I've ever done. It will help us significantly. So what do I think about this design in general? It works, okay? I think the right price, it's around 2,500 euro. It would still be a great deal for such device, okay? It's still generation 2. I don't think that we can really service it because we can source the internal spare parts. But it works for us, and until you are in defensive position, you have all your ammo, you have all your spare rockets nearby, you know where they are, you can reach them. It's absolutely okay to have night vision just on the gun itself, okay? The system with having night vision attached to your helmet, it's great, but you would not fire RPG accurately like that. You might deliver a little bit more accurate small arms fire if you have something like a PEG 15, or if you have a EOTech with night vision mode. Probably you can deliver accurate fire as well. But if you have it permanently attached to the gun, you have the reticle perfectly zeroed, you would be more accurate. That's my opinion. So, thank you very much guys for contributing, and see you in the next video.